Well, I've not paid to travel on that fucking thing. Good. Go away and don't come back. That's more like it. Thanks,
All right.
mate. Thank you. Yeah, because it's being pulled by this. Which is due to leave now because it's got the road. So the engines are running on that. I wonder why it's being hauled by the loco. Maybe just because it's a diesel gala. Anyway, it's this one that I want, because I want to hear the sound of the Leyland 680 engine. That's it, it's canted over sideways. Leyland, well, British United Traction, BUT. I think they're about 10 or 11 litres. High-speed diesel engine. A very nice piece of kit, really. happy day. Yeah, quite a nice driving cab really. Be quite happy to spend a shift in there. Rattling along. Well, they don't rattle, don't these things? Properly sprung. Leaf springs, separate bogies. I'll take my seat, I think. It's due out soon. Another 5-10 minutes.
They're converting first Essex into all that.
rammy. Just waiting for the crossing gates to open. There he is, he's on, you can see him if you watch this. He's got a big wheel, like a ship's wheel, in the signal box. He's turning it now. Gates are opening. Interlocked with the signal, of course, which means I've got to get back on. Pull the signal off. Open the window.
So basically that is free back, just got free landed on.
Oh no. Look what it is. I did actually have a bit more time. I forgot it went onto a single line again, so the signalman there is waiting for the token, single line token, which is given up by the driver of this train approaching. That then releases the section for us to proceed.
Train now approaching platform 2 as the next service to Bury. Passengers on platform 941.
I don't know why they've got one of these here. I mean, these were in service until a couple of years ago. It's not like it's in original condition, it's just ex-service. They were now special. Well, I suppose people might have said that about these that I'm on now. Nevertheless, they were very much a backward step. Still got LED lights, which it wouldn't have had. They shut the gates again. Oh well. Be off soon. Ashtray. Easy empty. End of line. Rottenstall. Driver will change ends, and then we'll wend our merry way back to Bury. Hopefully go on to Haywood and then back to Bury. We'll see. As much as I like steam locomotives, from a driving and operating point of view, I'd much prefer to be in one of these.
Train now in the station is the 1609 train for all stations to Bury. Calling at Irwell Vale, Ramsbottom, Somerset, First Country Park and Bury. If you require this train, please make your way down the platform and board the train without delay. The train now in the station is the 1609 train for all stations to Bury, calling at Irwell Vale, Ramsbottom,
Right, without delay.
Bury. If you require this train, please make your way down the platform and board the train without delay. This is the final call to the 1609 train for all stations.
Oh, first class. First class. I'm merely third class. But they're a lesson in good design, these units. I mean, for passenger comfort and space, something that's alien to train operators and designers these days. These are really excellent, very comfortable. Low windows that actually line up with the seats.
Don't you dare. This one's not right. Nah, we're going the one that's been restored.
I do prefer the other one though. Was it a 101?
Don't encourage you, man.
That I was in coming up here.
This is the same carriage.
Very quiet in this leading car. I'm not sure if it's actually got an engine, this one. I'll have to have a look at the end. But that's no doubt why first class was situated here, because there's no intrusive engine noise. So, the East Lancashire Railway, ELR, that I'm now travelling on, began life as a branch of the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway to serve the industrial and mill towns of East Lancashire, Ramsbottom, Bury, Rottenstall, Haywood, and it left and joined the main line, the main Leeds to Manchester line at Castleton East Junction. The connection's still there to this day, although the former sidings and railway land behind East Junction signal box are now unfortunately going the way of all land and being intensively redeveloped. We're approaching Ramsbottom again now. Oh, we'll have a look at the signalling arrangements. Fixed distance signal there, which means the next danger signal will be at danger, i.e. with a fixed distance, be prepared to stop. Train's slowing down now. Slightly different driving controls in this one. Driver's got his hand on the brake there. Fully released. Past a whistle board there for this unmanned crossing. Unguarded, is it? It's got a gate. Sidings here. Ah, right. Here we are, look. We've got the road. Well, I expect it'll be the second man who gives, yeah, his window's just gone down. He's going to give the token back to the signalman, which will then release this section that we're on. For that train ahead there. Some nice point rod in there. Well worth a look inside an old signal box if you get the opportunity. One of the old chimneys there. There were literally thousands of them. Only a couple left now. They should really all be listed structures, really, the survivors. to wait for the right away, and then we'll be off again. We'll get the two buzzes in this one, which you've heard at the other when we were going up to Rottenstall. 2 buzzes and then we're away. Now, this post here with 2 danger signals on, I can only imagine that that is for visibility. They'll both be coacting. I.e. one taller than the other, so it can be seen at a greater distance. Give them a wave. I think autumn winter's definitely the best time to go on one of these. Oh, well, I'm going to say preserve railways, but they're not anymore. Heritage railways, because you get the full atmosphere, you know, the heavy steam, heavier steam lingering in the air and smoke. The lighting as well, all the engines and coaches are lit up. So it's very atmospheric. That was the red rose of Lancashire there on the bridge. And all this was done by hand, the cutting, the bridges. They had very, very little in the way of power operated machinery. This is the longest tunnel on the ELR. I don't know what it's called, it'll have a name. Hear that exhaust rasping away. This is the sound, you know, the old clickety-clack of the rails. That's 60-foot bullet rail, 60-foot lengths. Very rare to come by now on the actual rail network, but you can. There are some places where you can still hear it for a very long time. One of those places is, one of those lines is the Cambrian from Shrewsbury to Shrewsbury round to Machynlleth up to Barmouth. Former GWR metals, it's all 60-foot lengths there. It's also a very, very scenic line as well, which hugs the coast. Nobody's getting off here. Very few do. 2 buzzes there, and we're off. That'll be an old railway building. Good shed or something, perhaps. It could have been double line here. It's certainly wide enough. I expect it was originally double line to serve that old goods shed. Easy way to tell, of course, is to look at an old ordnance survey map, one of the Godfrey editions, reprints from the 1880s and 90s, which make fascinating studies, especially to see how things were and contrast them with how they are now. We are fortunate, really, that so much has survived that we can enjoy today still. Rolling along nicely. It's a credit to the maintenance staff, really. Seems to be running well. As I've already alluded to, though, those old BUT engines were fantastic. Had a very long working life. A derivative, of course, was fitted to Leyland buses, I believe. Martin would know about that here. I'll have to ask him. I want to get him talking about his buses, his bus years. He did run a bus firm in Manchester at the time of deregulation, and some of his stories, what happened, are fascinating, really. Different world. Stopped at another halt now. You've got to remember, though, that it's different now, of course, because this is purely a pleasure railway. But you've got to remember, in the old days, there were a lot of railway lines where there weren't hardly any passengers. As a result, they weren't paying. And at the end of the day, it was a business. It's easy to look back with nostalgia, but during the time it was current, much like I'm speaking to you today. The affairs of today are current affairs. And if something isn't paying its way, what do you do? Do you cut your losses, or do you keep it open and subsidise it? I do think it was a great mistake though, in abolishing so much of the rail network. I mean, transport is a matter of national importance. And the railways should have been kept open. Not necessarily for use, of course, if they weren't paying, but at least the track, etc., or the track bed should have been kept intact. Light signal there. It's important that stuff like that's preserved, you know. I mean, I know I was slating that class 144 earlier, but other stuff, certainly signalling equipment and other operational equipment, it should be preserved. If it's, you know, of value of any note, and by value I don't mean monetary value, I mean historical and operational value, and technical value as well, significance. Because so much has been lost over the years and continues to be lost. And there's a duty occur. I know these heritage railways are operating as businesses as well, but there is a duty of care to preserve the past. But then you end up straying into politics then. And with politics, everybody has their own opinion. So here we are again. Platform 4. Here we are again. Time to go home. Very nice day. And time to go to the pub. Better wait till it stops. Don't want to get shouted at by some official. No, there isn't an engine in this one. That'll be why it's so quiet. Let's have one last look at it. Very atmospheric. Not a day to go to what is advertised on the destination light. Thank you for watching. See you again soon.